In today's gospel, we hear the story about the servant who has a debt that he can never hope to repay. And when he finds himself before the court, he pleads for mercy, and lo and behold, that debt is completely wiped. But he then leaves the courtroom and proceeds to prosecute another man who owes him a debt. He does not show that same mercy and compassion that he himself has received. We are the servant in today's gospel. Our debt is our sin, and we are shown this profound mercy and compassion and love by God, who forgives that debt even though we are not deserving. He wipes that debt even though we do not deserve that. That mercy and compassion that we are shown comes with one obligation. We are to go out into the world and to show that same mercy and compassion to other people that has first been shown to us. Today's gospel is really an expansion of that passage from the Lord's Prayer, which Christ has already taught us, which says that we are to ask for forgiveness for our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. The two go hand in hand. It's not a matter of saying, well, I'll take all of this mercy and compassion and love and I'll have it all poured out upon me. In actual fact, it's something that we are then supposed to go and take out into the world by showing that mercy and compassion and forgiveness and love to others. And as we read about in the start of today's gospel passage, when Peter asks, well, how many times are we supposed to forgive? Christ says not 7, but 77 times. Now, he doesn't literally mean 77 times and that's it. So once you've hit your 77 forgiveness limit, that's it, no more forgiveness. 7 is a number of perfection and eternity in the Jewish culture of the time. And so what he's really saying here is that this is supposed to happen in an ongoing way. It's not meant to cease. And there's also something divine about the number 7 in the Jewish tradition. So there's the sense that this is something that's meant to happen and keep happening, and there's also something godly about the fact that we are forgiving others. And of course, the godly factor is that fact that we are first forgiven by God. And that is what we are then supposed to take out into the world, and by doing that, we image God. We are made in the image and likeness of God, and we are made to image Him by the love that we are called to show to the world around us. Today's saint quote of the day comes from Saint Francis of Assisi. It's that famous Saint Francis quote that everybody knows. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. And this model that Saint Francis calls us to is really what is missing from today's gospel. The servant is shown mercy and peace and love, but he does not reciprocate. He does not become an instrument of his master's mercy and compassion to the other people in his life. He is effectively a very selfish individual. He will take whatever he can get, and then he will demand from others as well. When we think about the mercy and compassion and love of God, it should be like someone who has just put on far too much perfume or aftershave. It should be a scent that just permeates our life to such a degree that everywhere we go, people smell it on us. And it is something that we are known for. We are known for that fragrance of mercy and compassion and love, because that is the call that lies at the heart of Christianity and Christian discipleship. It is to go into the world and to show Christian love in action. It is to be Christ to the world around us. And that's the one thing that the servant in today's gospel didn't get right.